Hello, you're listening to a We Will Fix It podcast short with Colin Thomas and myself, James Piecowye.
Well, I guess duct cleaning is the other thing that's really coming around now. People are very aware of air quality. And also, I don't know whether you've noticed, but there's a few bugs that are going around Dubai as well.
Yes.
So trying for people working on their indoor air quality to try and minimise the number of colds and coughs and sniffles.
Well, I think there's reduced mask wearing happening. I mean, people are wearing masks, but there are places, and my wife laughs because I'll go into somewhere or I'm walking around even outside and I still have my mask on. She's going, you don't have to wear the mask. And I'm going,
yeah.
And I'm looking around and I'm going, there's a lot of people with chin diapers on, and then you get in and they're wearing the chin diaper inside. Chin diaper, by the way, is when you wear the mask on your chin and it just kind of shields your mouth, which has zero benefit to anybody.
Now, in the other areas of the world where they talk in hundreds of thousands of COVID cases, the fact that we are currently at 319 cases sounds really low. But the fact is
that's actually pretty high. It went up. It was lower.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making. We were sub 200 and solidly sub 200 10 days ago.
Well, you know what the other problem is, and I'm going to fire this in based on Toronto, Canada, and Ontario, where their numbers now no longer have any relevance because, they can't get enough of the PCR test done. Here we don't have that problem with PCRs, but we now have a new problem, is there are people who are rapid testing, and those rapid tests don't get reported. And if you're rapid testing and you test, positive, you might not go get a PCR because you're going to say, well, I'm positive, so I'm going to self-isolate for 10 days or not because, I'll just mask up and I don't have any symptoms and. So we are getting, I think there's, globally, I think the number of cases might be higher than we suspect.
I think you're absolutely right, but I'm particularly worried that in the UAE we're starting to get complacent now. And we as a family aren't, because with Dylan's allergies, we're never going to slip.
Well, the one that gets me, and I'm thinking back, bird flu time when I was traveling in Asia, and we've done a lot of Asian travel as a family, which is just lucky because it was the affordable travel we could do as a family. Yeah. And coming in Canada, going to places like Bali or Indonesia or Malaysia are places that you kind of go, ooh, that's so amazing. Whereas for here, it was just affordable to get to. And when you got there, it was really affordable. And I always remember, 4 or 5 years ago, we'd be walking down the streets in Kuala Lumpur and people are wearing masks. Yeah. Not because there was COVID, just because air quality, because of people got sniffles and colds and, close proximity.
Standard in Japan. Yeah. It always has been.
Yeah, you get on Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur, you get on the subway, people are putting on the masks because you're close to everyone and someone's got to sneeze.
Absolutely.
And I thought, this is good operating procedure. Just keep the mask on.
Yes, absolutely.
So
it's one of those, isn't it?
So duct cleaning, people are paying more attention
to. Duct cleaning is there without a doubt. Coils kind of comes as a function of AC service. So, and to a degree, probably duct cleaning as well, because when we do an AC service, we will naturally inspect the coils. It's right in front of us anyway, and we'll inspect the duct because that's the best way from the indoor unit end rather than from the grills to get an idea of how things are. But you can get a fairly decent idea of the condition of your ducts by the fact that if your AC hasn't been serviced in 4 months, which it should have been, have a look at your grills. Yeah. If they're covered in dust and dirt, where's that come from?
Yeah. And sometimes that dust and dirt is dark.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I've seen stuff in previous cleanings and I've kind of gone, hold on a second.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Absolutely.
And it's really fine too.
Yeah,
so it's, you start thinking about all the dust and stuff, and you have pets, I have pets. So we vacuum twice a day at our place.
Oh, we don't need to for that. Wonders of woolen dogs.
So we have to, and it's amazing. Forget just the fur that's coming up, but the amount of dust and dirt.
Oh, actually, no, they are extremely dirty, bless them.
So and I just kind of go, man, this stuff's in the air.
Yeah,
I'm getting it off the ground. It's in the air. So, one of the things that's got me really thinking lately, and it has to do again, and I thank the pandemic for this, 2 years of pandemic, and indoor air quality questions, is indoor air flow. And I got to say, I've been in a number of offices lately where I'm sitting there going, what are the airflows like in here? Because I'm not noticing any airflow.
Yeah.
It's cool. So obviously the air conditioning is working, but I'm not physically noticing airflow. And that always gets me worried when you've got people breathing and potentially shedding. Could forget COVID. Normal cough, cold, and flu stuff.
Yeah.
And airflow should be number one. And you can't open windows in a lot of places.
Yes.
So the HVAC needs to be thought about.
Yep, absolutely spot on. Something we're going to spend a little bit more time on is whether or not we can improve filtration systems within HCs. It's all a little bit Heath Robinson at the moment, because really the ideal scenario would be something that's both HEPA and charcoal.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether or not we've got the ability to get that here, but that'll be a little side project to look at, see whether or not we can come up with a solution for that, I think.